Hey YouTube, welcome to the second time I recorded this. Now, so my camera's having some problems. Eventually, I'm going to get a new one instead of just using my webcam, but until then, we'll see. So today, for the second time, I am talking about a Gloom expansion again. Finally got to play the new one, the Unquiet Dead. I think I'm going to do a review for each of the expansions, so it's going to be a new review theme I'm going to do called Gloomy, I guess. I don't know. It'll be like in the end before Gloom, which means I gotta get the other expansions. So, maybe I'll record a game or two and like just make a transcript and read the transcript. I don't know. We'll see. Well, alright. So, first things first. They did something in this game I really love. Symbols. Instead of having the whole word on it, they cleaned up with symbols. So quick action, or something happens right away. Something stays on the board. Yay! Finally. But other than that, or once up or in view. Other than that, this expansion is cool. Now, of course, it's more of the same Pythos cards and action cards and death cards until you get to the new mechanics, which from the Cthulhu Gloom, which I don't have yet, we will get eventually. We have story cards, which what these do is they'll be out in play, and these are really cool. You choose at random a couple of them at the beginning, place them out on the board, and you vie for them. Like, say I want to get the Doodle of Dorian Gray, Of course I had to choose this one. First player to get 2 skull symbols out on the board at any time gets this card. And it has its ability active through the whole time. So they can't play events on your turn. Well, the next person to get 3 skulls steals it from them. And then 4, and so on and so forth, and goes around the board this way. It's a really cool event. It kind of adds a whole story element to it too. Well, of course there's a story element, it's Gloom. And then, of course, the big mechanic, the one I love, and the one that gives it its name, that's the reason why there's no families in here, the undead. Ooh. Give you an example. Preserved by painting. Invent invisibility. Got rather ghoulish. A masterful mummy. Became a bloodsucker. Awoke a wereduck. And wouldn't give up the ghost. What is it about this mechanic, or what does this mechanic do? Simple. You can place it on one of your characters. They count as both living and dead. You can do it on opponents. They gain this permanent ability on here. If you haven't seen the symbol before, that's the permanent symbol. And they become that character. Each of them have symbols on it to kind of represent them. It counts having those symbols permanently. They count as living and dead for scoring, or dead for scoring and in the game, living for playing modifiers on. And honestly, it makes the game so much fun. I had the Invisible Man played out. Yeah, I had to combat minus 30 points, but honestly, show you. But honestly, when I got through it, because you couldn't be hit by events, the person was worth like minus 90. No, minus 75 because there's 325s on it. But this game, or this expansion, does something really cool to the game. It adds an elemental layer of gothic horror to it that the game already had a very gloomy feel to it. This makes it kind of scary, and this adds to the stories. Makes me really curious because a lot of the mechanics in it are actually borrowed from um Cthulhu Gloom. Makes me want to get Cthulhu Gloom. But honestly, if you got the money to spend, 'cause it's less than $10, and you're a fan of Gloom, this is the expansion to get. I think. I think out of the 4 expansions so far, this is my favorite. And if you can see here, we have all except the Cthulhu Gloom, which I'll be reviewing the other three expansions throughout the next few weeks, I think. Yeah, check them out. They're really cool. Or check it out. Unquiet Dead. It's really cool. If you're not familiar with the game, I'll do another review. I think I did a review back a while ago. If you're not familiar with the game, I'll do another review by itself of Gloom. So keep an eye out for that and enjoy.